So today I just wanted to go over, a lot of people have been curious about how 8 strings and multi-scales work, and kind of do a brief overview for people that were maybe looking into getting an extended range guitar, something with a multi-scale neck, and how that works and what are the advantages of utilizing such an instrument, right? So in this case, here's my 8 string, and a lot of people, especially if you've only played 6, are wondering what are the advantages of something like this, right? Now, the reality of it is it comes down to the type of art that you want to create, and essentially where you want to explore those sonic realms, right? But at the end of the day, there's nothing that's necessarily exponentially harder about an 8 string than a 6 string. Once you realize that the symmetry of the neck, the patterns all repeat, essentially you can really just explore new, basically sound, shapes, chord voicings in ways that are really awesome. So essentially, let's talk about the methodology of why compound scale, right? So essentially it functions like a piano, where if you look at the inside of a grand or an upright piano, the higher strings are on a shorter scale length than the longer ones. This is because the fundamental for the longer strings needs more room, and the overtones need more room to really reach their full potential, right? So let's give you an example. With this guitar, even though it's a headless, I can now play here. I have this in drop E. And now if I want to write big riffs like that, it really has room to flourish a bit. And that way it doesn't sound as muddy, it sounds nice and clear. And I have also proper tension, meaning that when I go like in this way, I don't get Flub City. This is kind of awesome when you want to write really big, heavy, kind of menacing sounding riffs. 8 strings are really awesome in that regard. Also, sonically, it's very different than a bass guitar. And as a bass player myself, who loves playing these lower registers, the way that the scale length works with this, the type of attack you get from this scale length and this diameter of string is very different than if I were to play a 4-string bass. So essentially, a lot of times what really sounds great is that you kind of make these 2 strings, like essentially my E string here, and match it with an octave below it. It really kind of lends itself to some really big sounding parts, and in general, you really kind of get new areas of creativity you can discover by utilizing the low string.